Well, we're out unrolling hay. Got some calves on the ground. Quite a few, actually. Got a new one right there. Look at this little guy. Oh, we're calving pretty good. I think we got almost 100, or maybe at 100. I don't know what we got at the moment. I know we had like 20 something over the weekend. So we're probably pushing 100, maybe a little over 100. We're out doing chores. Today's sale day, so they're over there loading cattle, taking it to the sale barn. So we're hauling about 150, somewhere around 150. Probably be a little over 150. We sorted out some heifers, about 60 of them, but I imagine we're probably gonna knock some of them out of there. Some of them were pretty small, but we kind of kept them just to see what we, once we opened up the pen to see what we had. And then, so hopefully they'll probably get that done by the, a little after dinner maybe. It shouldn't take very long. Had about 6 so far this morning. We might have 20 today, who knows? Hopefully. The more I calve out in a day, you know, less I have to mess with during planting season. So hoping to calve out before then, which the rate we're going, we should be close by the end of the month if nothing got hit late. So anyway, we'll get my full wheel there. We'll run through these, and I got 2 in here I got to tag for sure. I just seen those. So we'll get it. We got this little guy. Let's see what it is here. He's a bull calf. His mom's on top of the hill eating hay, so she ain't too far from it. But he's pretty chill. Put this little pretty tag in his ear. Send him on his way. First year heifers, when they first calve, some of them don't like to claim. Usually we'll lock them, which this one's, it's been in here for a couple days now. She's starting to let it, you know, she's starting to claim it now. We had one before, we left it in here for about a couple days. She finally took off. She's doing good now. But we let her out once, and then she didn't want to claim again, so we brought her back in. And so we're trying to, hopefully she'll stay with it the second time out. But right now she's letting it suck. She's taking care of it. Seems like she wants to be around it. So we'll probably end up letting her back out this afternoon. After I give her some water and some feed, we'll go ahead and do that. And then send her back out and see what happens. So far she's wanting out, but she ain't getting out yet. So we'll go get that, and then we'll get out of here. I think Jake and them, I think they're gonna need help loading up over there, so I'm waiting for a phone call on that if I gotta go over there. But I gotta go check the lower lot. I got about close to 27 pairs in the lower lot, I think. I don't know, I have to look. Let's see how many pairs I even have here. I'm pretty sure it's 27. Wow, too many calves. Too many numbers. There's 23 in this bottom as well. But I was close on the calving out part. There's 28 actual total calved out here. We're close to 30. Ain't close. almost halfway done. Maybe by the end of the week. Got this done, we'll head to the next farm. I gotta call Jake, then I'll go to the next farm. Let's get it.
Got old Jeffrey backing up behind me, get him loaded up first. And those are all our heifers that we sorted off over there. Like I said before, we're sorting off all of our calves that we weaned off. It's time, they're all up to weight, so we're gonna get them hauled off and out of here. And from the looks of it, they're all ready for us. So, see how good of a backer upper he is. He doesn't. He don't like peer pressure. How you guys doing this afternoon? We got the old 335 hooked up to the old bean planter over here. We got the old 345 back. It's on the grain cart. Jeffrey finished off that last bin. Not the last one we have, but last one that we're gonna use the cart for. So I gotta get this cart unhooked. We will come back and wash this, yes. But as of right now, it's a nice day out. We're gonna get the bean planter hooked up to this old girl. She's gonna pull the bean planter this year. And we gotta go get the other one out of the corner. And we're gonna get these two bean planters hooked up and ran through, make sure that they're all ready to rock and roll. Because sometimes we have to unhook the bean planters and hook up these tractors to, say, a field cultivator or something, to go and do other activities. So, that said, we're going to get this unhooked for now, get the planter hooked up, make sure everything works good. And then that'll be probably it. We'll probably unhook it, and then we'll get the corn planter hooked up and get the corn planter ran through too. But I don't know if I'll get that far today. It's already 3 something, so we'll see how far I get. Right now we're gonna get this unhooked though. Let's get her done. All right, let's get these basics hooked up. You only need the power source, which is, I'll pick up all these zip ties later. So the power source to this planter is the hazard light plug-in, which is this one. So you plug this in first, which goes in right there. That's how you get your power. Then your next one is the so-called ISO bus connect, which is this one. This controls the planter and syncs it to your tractor, so everything stays hooked up. That goes here. No, that goes up here. Maybe. That snaps in there. And then last but not least, you got one more, which is this one. And I wish I could tell you what this one does, but I can't. All right, this one goes to your planter box. That's what this one does. This controls the unfolds, lets you basically know that you're in planting mode. This one, all right. So, now you have these 3 connects right here. You have power, you have control to your box, and you got the function to the planter to your monitor, so you can watch the seeding rates and stuff. Now, we need the first hydraulic, which lovely Deere has them all numbered. First one's always the biggest hose, and it's right there, the green one. So we gotta pick those off, plug those in, then we should be able to get this whole girl unfolded. Let's get her up. This up to constant. This means constant flow. Go ahead and hit that. So my row units that were up in the air have to come down before you can unfold the planter. I forgot that. I haven't planted beans in 3 years, so we got her now though. Now you should be able to come up here and hit this full button right here. And just like that. Tractor always has to be in neutral too. Afternoon. Old Jeffrey, he's under the truck over there, putting on whatever this piece is. We're trying to solve a problem. There's been air leaking on the truck, and we don't know where it's coming from, so we've just been taking parts off that they say that we should replace and putting them on there, and we have not fixed it yet. Hopefully this will fix it. Today, me and Jeffrey finished up one of the bean planters yesterday, putting disc in it. Basically, we had to take out these. These are a sort of knockout, basically. And I'll show you whenever I get the other planter up here of what I was doing. We got the other planter done. I got the plates taken off of it, the backup camera on it. We got the 345 up here now. And we're changing the oil in it. And the fuel filters. So I got to come back here and try to find on which. We got her all labeled, kind of. It's always a little rough. Anyways, you got your motor oil filter right there, and one hydraulic filter, or fuel filter, another fuel filter, and we're good to go. We're gonna get the filters changed on this, probably wash it, get the cab detailed, hopefully. But we also got to go fix the 79. So, for those of you that don't know, the 7930, nice, I just dropped a filter. 7930 broke down on us. Jeffrey was feeding hay, and more or less the tie rod just broke. Which that tractor had a really small tie rod on it. But the tie rod broke on that, which the tractor has like 4,300 hours on it. We've had it for a super long time. This is the first part we've really had to put on it. So I'd say we've been pretty fortunate. We got the two fuel filters and the motor oil filters in that canister. We drain the oil, drain the fuel. Let's get started. There's the new filter. Put it all in there. And they give you two new. This one goes in the top up here. This one goes right here. Just like that. Here's our new filter. Just like that. Bingo. Take this one. Right here. Perfect. We'll plug this sucker right back in. Just like that. filters. Good morning. Today's Friday. We got about an inch of rain the other day. We're out here getting ready to put the parts back on this tractor and hopefully get it started. Got the whole herd of cows out here. Little baby calf. So Jeffrey was spreading fertilizer with this tractor, and there was a little hole in the field line that he luckily found, but it airlocked the tractor, so the tractor died in this convenient spot. So I finally got in a new line. I'm gonna try to get her back to going here, see what happens. That's where she's been sitting at. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It shouldn't be that bad as long as the part fixes it, which it will, because it's a new part. It's kind of where we're at. Yeah. So that filter is somehow full now. I took that off and emptied it. That don't matter. But as you can see, that line's loose. I gotta pull that one back off, pull that one back off. I just put it all in there because I didn't want the rain to get into it. And the filter, the line is behind that canister right there. I don't know. Let's mess with it and find out. Well, as you can see, that didn't go very well. So, according to Sidon Strickers, we either got a part wrong, or they got something wrong, or maybe I'm just not smart enough to put it together. I don't know. It seems pretty basic, but basically they stopped making the old lines that broke on it and converted it to this new one, which they should have started with to begin with, but they did this new one, and it makes absolutely no sense on how it goes on there. I'm totally lost. And I like fixing things, so usually I don't get too lost on that certain things, but I called them and they were having a little bit of trouble themselves, so I guess it's not totally my fault. We're feeding a couple bales of hay here to the cows. This will be the last stop. We're gonna head back home and start working on something probably, so that's where we're at. So on the John Deere planters, on these, this is called a knockout wheel. We're taking out all these flaps. Where are we at here? There we go. It's already knocked out all these, but it sits in here. Take the wheel, sit in the groove, pops in just like that. That easy. It is a few just like that. When your plate sits in here, the wheels will pop the seat out right there. Roll all the way around. Just like that.